And I can tell you, the EFF will not survive this.
True.
It will die out of this. Even though the MK itself is not a sustainable part. By the way, if you look at the position that they gave Floyd, people are making a lot out of it. It's actually a terrible position to be a national organizer of a part.
Why?
You do the dirty work. You do the dirty work. And by the way, you become the most hated. I have seen a clip, by the way, on Twitter of Floyd in a very chaotic meeting in KZN, being insulted by MK members, by the way, shouting at him. I can look for that, and if you look, you will find that. It's not nice in there. So Jacob Zuma is very smart. Make this guy a national organizer. He will run around. He will be hated by structures, because where there's chaos, he must go fix that chaos. To set up structures anew, it's very complicated. And Jacob Zuma knows that Floyd is going to struggle to do that job.
So he was just put there to just die out.
Yeah, die out. He will die out. Just look at the structure of the MK, right? The president is Zuma, right? The leader of parliament is who? Is Klopp, right? And then the caucus leader is Jimmy Manyi, someone who comes a long way with Zuma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Floyd Shivambu is not in that mix in terms of who controls the party. As I said, being a national organizer is actually a very rough job. So he is put there to die out. He will die out. He's not going to last forever in that. And by the way, it will be easy to deal with. In the first place, the biggest component of MK party is KZN. Floyd doesn't come from KZN. What can he organize in KZN? So if he causes some nonsense, they will tell him, no, don't worry, KZN is sorted, it's okay. Go to Limpopo and organize there. That's how they will get rid of this guy. KZN is where Zuma is in charge. So Floyd is not going to control structures in KZN. Absolutely not. In any case, by the way, those structures were there before Floyd came in. So he is going to die out. So Zuma is a master when it comes to playing political chess. Floyd is going to learn if he's not aware.
Coming back to the EFF, Dr. Ndlozi?
Oh, Dr. Ndlozi, by the way, I feel sorry for the chap with his PhD. He is no longer trusted by Julius. It's very clear. Anybody who has eyes can see. At some point, was prominent as a spokesperson, was removed. And you can see that he is struggling currently in the EFF to locate himself. And he has very little options, by the way. If he leaves the EFF, where does he go? He goes to MK. He is intelligent. He can see that this MK thing is not sustainable. So it's very risky. And remember, he receives a salary from Parliament via the EFF. And the salary is important. If Dr. Ndlozi loses his salary, he's going to be in serious problem. So now the first option is going to MK. He will not go. Number two, the other option is to go and find a job in society. What kind of a job do you think Dr. Ndlozi can? The chap has never worked. So the idea of waking up in the morning, going to a company somewhere and doing work and you have deliverables, he has no idea of that. So he can't work. The best maybe you could say he can do is to teach. Is to teach
business
as an academic. No, I'll come to business.
Okay.
Even teaching, by the way, I have taught at university. I know how it works. You start by being a tutor, like a junior tutor, and you go up. Before you become a professor, my goodness, you've gone through a lot. He can't do that. He hasn't done that. Business. What kind of business? What kind of business? You can't wake up because you have failed in politics and you say, I'm a businessman. You know, Espu, you are a businessman. It's not glamorous to be a businessman.
I sell in the streets every day.
Exactly.
And then I double up putting in the office.
Exactly.
And all so basically, you are solving problems every day.
If you are not a businessman in your blood, you can't just wake up and say you're going to business. So if this guy wants to sell in the street, let him try. He will see it's very tough. So the options are limited, and he's aware of it. So what will he do? He will stick around in the EFF unhappily